Hi guys, we are going to go over chapter 12 from Envision. We are going to be working with subtraction from 10 and 100. And then we're going to work on subtraction with open number lines, counting up or adding to subtract, and working with our manipulatives to be able to subtract. So this is chapter 11, lesson 11-1, subtract 10 and 100. So this is my first question for you guys. I want you guys to think, how is 3 minus 2 the same as 30 minus 20? Think in your head. Take a couple seconds. How do you think 3 minus 2 is the same as 30 minus 20? So let's go ahead and figure this out. So we know off the top of our head that 3 minus 2 equals 1, right? That's just a quick math fact that we know. So 3 minus 2 equals 1. Now let's work with 30 minus 20. I want you guys to look. We have in the tens place for 30 minus 20 the same subtraction problem like 3 minus 2, right? So we are just going to, just like I taught you guys in that last video, where all you need to do is add that 0, that is the exact same thing that you are going to be doing in this problem. So you already know 3 minus 2 equals 1, and then you need to add that 0 in, add that ones place in, so 30 minus 20 equals 10. Now if we took it a step further and we did 300 minus 20, it is going to be the same exact thing. You just always need to make sure that you're adding in those zeros, how many place values you have. So we have 3 minus 2 we know is 1, and then you're going to add those two zeros. You're going to add those place values, the 1s and the 10 value. So our answer is 100. So 300 minus 200 equals 100. So it's the same thing. It's just your quick math facts that you guys have been learning since first grade. Now my next question to you is, now that I just explained this, how is 5 minus 1 the same as 500 minus 100, right? So 5 minus 1 equals 4. We know that off the top of our heads. Now we can be able to figure out what 500 minus 100 is, because you know that 5 minus 4 or 5 minus 1 equals 4. So we're going to put that 4 down, and then you just need to add those zeros and add those place values. So 500 minus 100 equals 400. So you just have those same place values as you do with your add-ins for your sum. All right, so that's what we're going to be working with today, subtracting tens and then also subtracting hundreds. So my first problem for you, we are going to count them. I'm going to do this problem by myself, and you guys are going to pay attention, and then we're going to do a problem together, and then you guys are going to do your problem on your own. So our first problem, we have 1, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, and 6 tens. Remember, these are tens. If you count the cubes, there are 10 cubes. These are the 10 blocks. So our problem is 60 minus 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens. So 60 minus 50. Now, with my little hint that I gave earlier, you can really just think in your head, what is 6 minus 5? You can think, okay, I know 6 minus 5 is 1. But now we need to add in our place value, remember? So you add in that 0, and that's our answer. Simple as that. 60 minus 50 equals 10. All right, let's move on to our next problem. I want you guys to draw this one out with me. So draw your tens blocks. If you need to pause the video to do so, please do. But I'm going to go over this problem. We're going to do it together. So we have 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, 6 tens, 7 tens, and 8 tens. So we have 80, because 8 tens is 80, minus 1 10, 2 10s, 3 10s, and 4 10s. So 4 10s is 40. So you're going to think to yourself, you're going to look in that tens place, you're going to think, what is 8 minus 4? Well, we know 8 minus 4 is 4, because 4 plus 4 equals 8. So 8 minus 4 equals 4. That's our doubles fact. And then we just need to add our place value in. We need to add our 0 in. So our answer for 80 minus 40 equals 40. All right, so the next problem, I want you guys to pause the video. This one is a different problem. These hundreds, let me make a line. This is a different problem, these hundreds one. So go ahead and do this tens one first. So I want you guys to pause the video, write these down, write these tens blocks down. If you have tens blocks at home, that's perfect. You can use other manipulatives like candy, pencils, that works perfectly too. But go ahead and try this problem out by yourself and then press play because we're going to go over this problem. All right, so we have 1 10, 2 10s, 3 10s, 4 10s, and 5 10s over here. So we know 5 10s is 50. And then we have 1 10, 2 10s, 3 10s, and 4 10s over here. So 4 10s is 40. So let's look. We know we're going to look in our tens place. 5 minus 4 equals 1. And then you're going to add that place value in. You're going to add that 0 in. So 50 minus 40 equals 10. If you don't have that correct, that is okay. Just fix your work. If you do, good job. All right, and last but not least, I have a hundreds problem now that we are going to work together. Remember, with these tens problems, though, if you change it to 500 minus 400, you would just add that 0 in, so it would be 100. So you can really work with your tens and ones facts for this. But we are going to go over this hundreds ones with manipulatives. So we have 100, 200s, 300s, 400s, 500s. Okay, now that I'm explaining this, I forgot I put the exact same problem but in hundreds below this to show you guys. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400. So I'm showing you guys the problem from the tens, the 2-digit to the 3-digit. So we have 500, because 500s is 500 minus 400, because 400s blocks equals 400. And we just figured out that 5 minus 4 equals 1 in our above problem. So we're going to put a 1 right there. And then you need to make sure to add your place value or add your zeros in. So our answer is 500 minus 400 equals 100. And I bet if I gave you this problem, I want you guys to try it. I bet you guys could figure it out in a quick second. If I gave you 5,000 minus 4,000, I bet you guys could figure that out from learning what we just did. So remember, all you got to do is add those zeros in. So our answer would be 1,000 because you need to add those 3 zeros and add those place values in that were in our add-ins. All right, guys, I hope that helped subtracting with tens and hundreds. I'll see you later.